stuff, extra game modes and stuff like this. Now, back on the casual mode server, very quick before I continue more with this server here, because this is still casual right now. We're still in. I wanted to mention, I forgot to show you guys the models, but you do have some other models that I didn't get a chance to feature. So, for example, we have Rainbow Dash's Scout as the Anthro version of them. We even got Flutter's Scout. We even brought back the old version of Rainbow Dash's mom from the old fandom days. You probably know who I'm talking about when you see her again in the near future if you ever join our servers. From there, we even got let me think here. I know I added another, other ones in this list. I'm trying to remember them exactly. There's Scootaloo, but the grown-up version of Scootaloo we put in instead, the grown-up version. Not the kid version, grown-up version. And then from there, there was even another version that we worked with. There was another model in there. Derpy, that's right. Derpy Hoops is in this one too. So those are the models so far for the Scout. And then for the Soldier, we're still working on some other tweaks here and there. But we don't have a lot of models for casual yet, and that's why they're going for some test runs. But the next model for what you're able to select, we did bring back pretty much Spike Soldier, but not the old mob what you guys are used to seeing, which that old mob which you guys think would probably be weird, a little weird with the weird head and purple hands instead. We made a little more updates to fix that, so we made it a little more good. There go after. I'm a few hours from now. Okay, sorry, I was reading something. But anyways, yeah. So basically, is to this full point that everyone else is looking so far, we did create a new soldier, but I want to say where the head came from. No, there's separate body parts that came from because we couldn't recreate the head as perfect the way we wanted it, so we borrowed one. So I want to give that person a shout out to who the head we borrowed from. I think his name is I think his name is like Doom Guy in his name. I can't remember his name, but he used to be one of my friends back then. But I want you to know that I want to give him a shout out and stuff like that. So we're not going to take any credit for anyone else's models. We did reuse it to re-put it on, Soldier's body to give him more better head. But I want to say at the same time is I do want to give him credit because it's wrong to just take someone's model and not give them the credit, and you try to credit, try to steal credit from other people. It's kind of really rude and disrespectful. So if you ever re-edit a model and you borrow a head from someone else's model, make sure you give them the credit, and make sure you give them the credit for all the other stuff. Like I don't remember where we got the claws from for his hands, but I will in the near future remember because we'll basically make a list for the models we have in our server because I plan on doing that for my website. So when we give you guys the Anthro names, I'll put their names in the description below where the ideas came from to recreate these characters or where we got some of the model parts from so that we can give them a shout out and give them the actual full credit they deserve. So I want you all to know that I'm not taking any credit for any type of stuff. And that probably makes you guys happy to hear that. See, there's people out there that will take credit for other people's game modes and then act like they're the ones that originally created. Like here, I've seen people steal content from servers here and there, and I can name a specific server. It really stole the major content from some other server, which is very rude and disrespectful, and not giving them the full credit to the original people that owned these models and made them. But getting off that point is, I want to let you guys know that there will be more features to be seen and where the credits will be going. So, say like this. Eventually, for the game modes, for like, say the MLP horror games, I'm going to try to look up these people's names eventually and then try to slap their name into the location who actually made the game so they can get their full credit. It takes a lot of hard work. That's why I listed this for some of the games. They're saying we did not take any credit. We do not take any credit for this. Like, for example, you guys probably know Dreaming Rainbow 3D and Luna Game 3D. I'm not good with names, but I want to say this, that I want to give them a good shout out and a good respect towards them. They gave me permission to feature their game on our official website. So you know what? I'm going to bring up my Steam friends list here so I can look them up. I know they have a Y in their name. Let's see here. Here they are. So if you guys can see this person right here, called Mr. YOSSARIAN. If you see them right here on my list, please give them a very good shout out. Give them a good pat in the back because this is the creator that made the Luna Game 3D and Dreamy Rainbow 3D. I want them to give a good shout out for them. Even being a very good friend with me and stuff like that. I know we don't really talk with often back and forth because I like to give people their personal space. Even if you are a famous YouTuber, I would like to still give you your personal space because I don't want you guys feeling like I'm, bothering you when you're doing something. So I try to, do boundaries, respect boundaries, so to say. But I like to get to know people. See, I don't try to become friends with people because they're famous. I just want to be friends with them because I want to get to know them as an actual true friend. And that's just how the way I am. I care about people and stuff like that. Like, for example, I care about my family, I care about my friends. I very want to support my friends as much as possible, but I have dealt with some negative friends where they would turn out to be fake friends, and then they try to change things on me, and they make me look like a bad guy. So like stuff like that. Like I've had people try slandering my name recently with false information when there's no legal proof to show, and then right now I just want to try to move on with my life, and people won't let me move on with my life, and they won't stop trying to ruin my name every day. Like I go into a TRS2 server and someone tries looking up my name on YouTube, I guess, and then go based off of these videos that these people claimed of me being a, in a quote, pedo, when it's not true. So I want you all to know the real truth. Just listen carefully before this gameplay ends right here, because I'm letting this fully go through. I want you all to know that I ain't no pedophile because I have my girlfriend. My girlfriend's 19, going to be turning 20 this year. Her birthday will be in August 10th. So pretty much she's going to be turning 20. And I'm happy to have her as my girlfriend. I would never want to replace anyone for her at all, ever in my life. And I've dealt with some family members of mine that had very emotional things. Like I have family members that have been raped, have been abused in certain parts of the family. I'm not going to mention any names, but I feel bad for some of my family members that had to go through that type of stuff and losing a loved one as well. So I want you all to know that I do care about those people in my family, including people out not being part of my family, which are my friends. So I want you all to know that if you ever see content about somebody and then someone says, "Oh yeah, this is what this is," don't believe what you hear all the time, because if you watch some of the YouTube videos they would pull up about me, you can hear them making fun of me instead of, you know, actually proving actual proof. They made more fun of me and showed instead of showing any legal proof. Like some guy tried to say that he had legal evidence, but in reality, he did not. He made a video of an SFM and then tried to ruin my life because he used to be one of my old model makers many years ago, which I'm not going to mention his name, but he used to be one of my old model makers. And he tried to frame me after I chose not to pay him anymore after he lied to me that he was making the models. And I paid him 250 bucks towards Steam cards. So back in November, 50, December 100, and then January 100 again. So I'm not going to mention any names so you guys don't go up and attack this person, but I just wanted to say this right now to get this out of the way. If you ever see someone ever try to make up lies about you and ruin your guys' life, I want you to know that if it's ever true, they need to dig up more research about that. Now, here's another game mode for you guys right now. This is pretty much Winter Cadillac. And Winter Cadillac is a game mode what we made for Payload. So in this game mode, you would push the cart directly through the building, which as you get it halfway, the cannon will fire Pinkie Pie out of it, knocking on the door. So now you push the cart to order to get it where you need. So like, boom, Crystal got my girlfriend pretty good on that one. It was a really good shot. I will not disagree, but wow. Oh, and then there's demo. It got Crystal there, so I'm trying to get this demo out of the way, and so is my medic.